Hey dads and coaches, welcome to Whiteboard Wednesdays. I'm Coach Mac with Authority Football, and today we're going to continue on our short series of how to narrow the field using trips, and we're going to talk about a concept called snag. And this concept is a simple concept that gets the ball to an athlete in space and allows your quarterback to make a very manageable throw that he can throw with high confidence, high completion, and high reward with low risk. It's all win-win-win and allows him to move the ball down the field and be successful so you can enhance your passing game to shred defenses. So we're going to talk about that snag here, and I've already got it drawn up. This concept is simple. There's a lot going on, but like we always talk about, let's look at where our key stresses are. So the first and most important thing is we're setting our trips into the field. We're setting our single receiver into the boundary. We're also going to use our back in this concept as well. And like we talked about last week, in order to narrow the field, we're not going to play football out here. We're going to make them defend this, but we're not going to play out here so we can execute in about 2/3 of the field. So this play right here, we are sort of canceling each other out. There's no way we can hit this route with our guy right now, but they still have to defend it, so he's going to clear that out. So what we actually have is two very simple concepts that are stressing the number 2 defender laterally. So we're stressing number 2 right there. Okay, and what we have on the play side is we have a snag concept, which is this push and this sit down right there, inside ear of number 2. Push over the top, sit down inside ear of number 2. This is a quick play. And then we have a bubble screen from our inside receiver right here. And on the back, we have the same basic concept. We've got a snag inside of 2, and we have a swing route with our number 2 receiver, who in this case is our running back. Now, quickly, strategically, we always want to look to our boundary side first. And the reason we want to look to the boundary side first is we want to get that ball to this back if we can and have him really accelerate down the sideline and have a no collision, no fumble kind of end of the play. He's going to work with and get down the sideline. If he gets tackled, he just steps out of bounds. We get rid of any unnecessary collisions, and if he fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds. So this is a very high reward, low risk throw. So we want to check this side and see how deep this player is. If he's off, then we know we're going to get a really good read here on number 2. If they're compressing this down, then we can tag these things and get vertical on him, but we don't want to talk about that right now. And then we have the same thing on the other side. And the important piece to note is that we're going to read 2 and we're going to throw the flat or the bubble unless. If this guy sits, get this to him immediately, and as you see, he's going to catch the ball in space at speed, running in grass, and he's going to follow all this extra area that the defense has to guard, and now we have that lane to run in right there. The most common mistake I see are these routes carrying past the read into the problem. We want to sit down inside ear, and if number 2 takes that bubble early, then the ear sits down even wider because, of course, this player is coming out and creating that problem for us. So we want to hit that inside ear of number 2, and that's the same thing on both cases. Catch the ball, get rid of the football, get it to an athlete in space, and let him go beat up defenses. Thanks so much. Check us out next week. We're going to have one more series on narrowing the field with trips. Hey, this is Coach Mac. If you found this video helpful, make sure to subscribe to our channel.